everyone, this is Jeff, aka 11 Bronson, bringing you the next installment of my Al Pacino retrospective review series. Last time we took a look at the 1977 film Bobby Deerfield, which wasn't a big success box office wise. It made a little bit of money, but also, critics wise, it wasn't a big hit at all, despite me actually not minding the film, and I actually do think it's a bit of an underrated one. Pacino again, sort of, there were 2 years in between with the film, so one can assume that after Bobby Deerfield released, he did went to work on another film, but it would take another 2 years. But anyway, with him having a sort of, in a way, a flop with Bobby Deerfield. I mean, it wasn't a huge flop. It did make some money, like I said, but he did need to choose his. He had to choose his next project carefully in order to sort of remain prominent and as a star, as a bankable actor. So he chose to come back in 1979 with the courtroom drama And Justice for All, directed by Norman Jewison, and co-starring Jack Warden, John Forsythe, Lee Strasberg, Lathi. I hope I pronounced that right. Christine Lathi. I'm gonna put it here. I'm probably butchering it. I do apologize. Some trivia right off the bat: Pacino turned down the main role in the hit film of the same year, Kramer versus Kramer, in order to do this film, which that role ended up going to Dustin Hoffman. Did that pay off? Well, we are going to take a look at that. We're going to take a look at the 1979 courtroom drama And Justice for All. The plot of the movie goes as follows. Arthur Kirkland, played by Al Pacino, is a principled and dedicated Baltimore-based defense attorney. He stands up for what he believes in and, as such, has spent time in jail for contempt for what he believed was the unfair treatment by the judge, Henry Fleming, played by John Forshyte, for his innocent client, Jeff McCullough. It is thus well known that Arthur hates Fleming. It is because of that public knowledge that Fleming requests Arthur to be his defense attorney when he is charged himself with the violent rape of Leah Shepherd. Due to the circumstances, Arthur has no other option but to take on the judge's case. As the case progresses, the legal system around Arthur seems to be crumbling. His law partner, Jay Porter, is slowly falling apart due to the guilt associated with the actions of guilty clients for whom he got acquittals. Judge Fleming still seems to be stalling on Arthur's request to review McCullough's case. McCullough, who is still in prison where he has been beaten and raped. Matters are even worsened when Arthur finds out evidence that Judge Fleming might actually indeed be guilty of the charges that he is faced with. Arthur is now himself faced with a decision. Does he defend to full capabilities the judge who he hates with a passion, or does he betray his ethics code and client's trust and come out with the truth? In terms of courtroom dramas, I have to say I'm not the most knowledgeable on this particular genre of films, although I have seen a fair few, and among the ones I've seen, this one is right up there for me, honestly. This film balances the humor and drama very, very well. The film has some genuinely funny moments to relieve the tension. A great script for this film, written by Valerie Curtin and Barry Levinson. Pacino once again fires at all cylinders here, and the final courtroom monologue is one of the best monologues of his career for me. Everyone knows the "you're out of order" part, and, well, that's from this movie. Pacino once again deservedly got another Oscar nomination for his role in this, but yet again, he lost out. And here's the kicker. He lost out to Dustin Hoffman for the movie Kramer vs. Kramer, which Pacino turned down. Bad decision there, Al, one might say, but I can't deny Dustin Hoffman is excellent in that film. Supporting cast is absolutely stellar here as well, with Jack Warden being the biggest standout for me. Everything I've seen him in, he's been excellent, but he'll always be John Ritter's dad and problem child for me. That's where I first saw him. Lee Strasberg, who was also in The Godfather Part 2 with Pacino and also his teacher at the Actors Studio, also delivered a great performance in this, and John Forsythe plays an excellent villain in this as Judge Fleming. You truly end up hating this guy as much as Pacino does. Chef's kiss to all the actors involved. On the estimated budget of $6 million, the film ended up earning an estimated $33 million, with critics and audiences enjoying the film very much. It was a hit that Pacino needed in his career, and rightly so. It's always been one of my personal favorites, this one. My final rating is 7.5 stars out of 10. Another film that I do recommend to check out for those that haven't already. If you don't watch, you're out of order. The whole world is out of order. But Pacino says it way better, so take it away, Al.
Mr. Kirkland, you are out of order! You're out of order! You're out of order! The whole trial is out of order! They're out of order!
So there you guys have it. That was my review for the 1979 courtroom drama And Justice for All. Like I said, it was the right choice. It was a success with both audiences and critics. It did help Pacino's career and got him back on track again as a bankable leading actor. However, his next project would be another gamble, actually, even though on paper it's not a gamble because it's a cop thriller directed by a prominent Hollywood director who has already had a few hits, like The French Connection and The Exorcist, among others, just to name a few. And yeah, it would be a 1980 cop thriller, New York City, directed by William Friedkin. The next film we're going to take a look at is 1980's Cruising. Again, interesting one, a gamble, as it turned out. But we're going to take a look at that next week. Anyway, hope you enjoyed this review of the courtroom drama from 1979 and Justice for All. Great film in my opinion. I love it. Like I said, 7.5 stars out of 10 is my rating. Just for that final courtroom monologue by Pacino alone, it's absolutely worth checking out just for that. I mean, it's a great film in total, but that scene, man, that is absolutely the scene of the film. It's the defining scene. So anyway, that's it for now. Take care, everybody. Stay safe and healthy and keep punching. And we will see each other in the next one. Hoo-ah!
I went to day school, I went to night school.